it's Ariane and Evelyn, and I'm finally going to do Evelyn's update, and I know it's been a while, and I do have an update as to why, but I'm going to do another video. Lots been going on in my life, and so I kind of need to update you on that, but Evelyn's asleep in my lap right now, and my other girls are napping, and it's actually quiet, and I've had some time to just sit here and meditate and pray and just have some quiet time. But Evelyn is almost 6 weeks. She will be 6 weeks tomorrow. And she is just waking up from a nap right now. And just barely opening her eyes and looking at me. She kind of does the spaz thing where she rolls her eyes around and her face twitches, and it may take her a little while to wake up before she's really alert, but she should be eating here. So I'll go ahead and just tell you a little bit about her. She's been a really good baby. We are not breastfeeding. That still is done, and she's formula fed, and she's taking the Similac, just the normal Similac blue can, which I'm not picky about what formula she takes, but that's what we've been giving her. And I'm starting to wonder actually if she needs to go to the more sensitive belly one, because she gets fussy after she eats. Sorry, hold on, I got an itch in my ear. I'm doing this on my phone again because I still don't have my camera. But so she takes that. She drinks about every 3 hours, and I don't wake her up at night still. Her daily schedule, I'll go ahead and tell you about, even though it does change a lot. But she definitely has her pattern that she follows when she wakes up in the morning. Lately she wakes up, it kind of depends on when I put her to bed at night. So what I've been trying to do is have her wake up at the same time pretty much I do and my girls do. So she wakes up around 7:30, and I give her first bottle. Sorry, itchy. And we kind of just lay in bed and wake up, and my other girls come up, and we all just lay in my bed and kind of wake up for the day. And then she's usually awake in the morning up until, I would say, probably close to 10:30 when she gets her next bottle. And so with my other girls, I had them on a 3-hour schedule where they would wake up, I would feed them, they would play for like an hour, hour and a half, and then I would have them take an hour to an hour and a half nap, and then I would wake them up to eat them. And so they were kind of on that 3-hour routine schedule. But Evelyn doesn't do that as much. She likes to be, when she's awake, she likes to be awake for a longer period of time, and when she's asleep, she likes to be asleep for a longer period of time. And so she'll be awake in the morning for a good chunk of time. Sometimes even later than 10:30. Sometimes I usually feed her at 10:30, and then sometimes she doesn't go down for quite a bit later, but when she finally does go down, she kind of sleeps pretty much through the middle of the day, like afternoonish. And then she wakes up in the evening. Okay, now, and her schedule is not the same every day, so whatever time she wakes up in the evening, I make sure that she eats about every 3 hours. So even if I wake her up to feed her, she might go back to bed. I try to keep her up and let her play after she eats. I try to give her some awake time, playtime, because I do want her to spend most of the day awake. She doesn't like to always stay awake, but usually in the afternoon she has a longer period of awake time right before she goes to bed. And I've been trying to put her to bed close to when my girls go to bed, around 7:30. I've been trying to put her down for her last bedtime. And then I will just let her stay asleep for the rest of the night, but I will wake her up to feed her. Usually I try to wake up and feed her around, usually I'll feed her at like 6, and then I'll feed her again at I'll feed her at like 5, and then I'll feed her again around 7:30, and then I'll try to feed her usually her last feeding at night at 7:30. And pretty much I just I don't wake her up. I pick her up out of her bassinet, and then She drinks and then I put her back to bed. I burp her and I put her back to bed. I don't let her play. And that's pretty much what she does at night. She wakes up twice in the middle of the night. And the last couple nights she's been so good. When she wakes up, I feed her in my bed with me and then I put her back in her bassinet and she goes right back to bed. She's been really, really good. I think she's starting to get kind of the routine of after I feed her in the middle of the night, she goes back to bed. She's in a bassinet in my bedroom, kind of on a different wall. And that is working out really good. If she were in a different room, I'd probably end up with her in my bed anyway, because I am not good at waking up in the middle of the night. I'm not a very functioning middle of the night person, but she still has a clogged tear duct in her left eye, so her left eye kind of gets goopy. I'll kind of show her to you. She still has beautiful curly dark hair, which it doesn't look curly right now, but when it's wet, it is very curly. She has very, very curly, beautiful, small curls, not like waves. They're like small little ringlets. What else? Her lips are, her mouth, I've been taking her to the chiropractor to kind of help her jaw because she wasn't really opening her jaw very good. So her mouth is opening a lot more and her lips are kind of filling out, and I'm noticing that she looks a lot like my oldest daughter Adele, or her mouth does at least. So she is starting to smile a little bit. It's very, very light. It's just kind of, she's starting to get the little twitches in her mouth where she'll look at you and then she'll just kind of like, do this. It's really cute. I love it. I can't wait until she's full on grinning at me. But one time she was sucking on a pacifier. This was like maybe 4 days ago. She was sucking on a pacifier and she was trying to smile at me at the same time and her pacifier full on fell out. It was so cute. I was like, yeah, you can't smile and suck at the same time. So I'm really excited for the smiles. As of now, I think she's going to have brown eyes. She's kind of got really dark eyes, like me. I don't know how much she weighs right now, but I would guess, just since the last time I weighed her, I would guess she's close to 8 pounds. So she's growing. She still fits in some of her newborn clothes. In fact, right now she's wearing a newborn outfit. She's in some 0 to 3 clothes as well. What else? She doesn't like to lay on her back very much, I've noticed. She does actually like her tummy time. She doesn't like to be laid down or set down. She wants to be held, but I'm trying really hard to, help her to be happy while she's in her bouncer or something and give her a lot of, just attention. But I have to, take care of my other girls and cook and clean and do laundry and stuff. And so it's kind of sad. I don't get to just sit and cuddle and hold her as much as I would like to. And that's just kind of probably more of a mama update. But I do feel really busy and I feel really like I am torn between all my children and all the responsibilities that I have, and I'm just trying really hard to manage it and give everybody attention and give everybody love. But overall, I think things are going really good. I think we're settling into things. I'm feeling really happy. So she's a really good baby, and she's been really good for me. I'm really glad that she is as wonderful as she is and is happy and very patient, I would say. I kind of wish she was awake so you could see her, but I don't really know what else that I would update her on. What else do you update about a newborn? That's pretty much it. So I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and end this now. And then my next update will probably just be, I kind of need to update you on what's been going on in my life. So maybe I'll go ahead and just do that right now. I'll go ahead and upload this and then I'll do another little just quick video. So anyway, okay, I'll see you back here in a couple minutes if you want to watch my next video.